Yo, guys, Winter House Gaming Podcast. What's up?
Oh, shit.
What's up?
How's it going, dudes? I miss you. I wish I could touch you
I'm
through
horny,
the camera.
so
I wish I could touch your pee-pee
I miss
through
all
the
of
camera.
you. I miss all of you. You know, we live our
this
lives.
is me tickling Dave's sack right now.
Ask me about my wiener.
Would you like a chocolate covered pretzel?
You know, you think that if we, spend most of our lives on the internet, that it would be really easy for us not to see people. But that's mostly true for strangers. I don't want to see any strangers, but you guys and all the other friends we hang out with on a regular basis, it's really difficult to go as long as we have without seeing each other. And
Dude,
I miss you guys.
Yo, you want to hear something fucking dope?
Tell me.
I just made a bunny day bed.
Nice.
And
all right.
you know, it doesn't matter how long we've been apart. I'll always understand that bunny day bed. I totally get it. Oh God, there you go. There you go.
For those of you who have been living under a rock and have no idea what making a bunny day bed means, Animal Crossing just came out on the 20th. It didn't just come out. It came out like 11 days ago now. Seems like just yesterday.
Immediately after our last podcast.
Yes.
It actually did, yeah. Weren't you playing it the day after?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on that Friday.
Literally the day after.
Yeah.
Has it been 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you've been time traveling for 2 weeks.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah. Hasn't it?
Tony's like
No.
a month and a half into the game already. Yeah,
What?
it's been 2 weeks.
This game's been out for like 12 days. Our last podcast was 14 days ago.
Oh, okay. There we go. That's not
shit.
that much
Okay,
time.
so-
That's like saying it's like 2 weeks and 12 days
Yeah.
is close. Right?
I was
But,
gonna say
to be
I
fair-
said it was the day after our last podcast. So okay, it was the day after our last podcast. Fucking semantics. Who cares?
That's right.
Christ.
Get it right.
But anyway,
Okay, go ahead,
Yeah.
Tony. Sorry.
This game's phenomenal. Like, honestly, I haven't put it down.
You know,
You'd think that a game like this would have like I don't want to say a limited number of things to do, but you think that after a while it would kind of slow down after you kind of the more you do, the less you really have to go in and play it. Nope, not
Right.
I get that because some games do that all the time. I mean, you just get kind of bored of it. Not even bored, but like it's just the same thing over and over again. But every once in a while, you push yourself to want something different in that game. And I got it. I've spent way less time than you guys have, but I enjoy it almost just as much. That game is it's phenomenal. It really is. It's a lot of fun.
that's kind of the allure of games like that and like Stardew Valley and stuff like that, is that like that one more thing. Like no matter how deep you get into those games, no matter how many things you've done and how many things you've accomplished, there's always that one thing that you're still striving for. It's like, all right, well, you know,
Seriously.
I did this and this and this, but as soon as I do that, then, you know, I think I'll be set. And then you do that one next thing, and then you discover there's like, you know, the goalpost just keeps moving further and further away. And
Yeah,
it ropes you right the fuck in.
It really does. I got obsessed with fishing and collecting animals, and I've started piling them behind my house. I could sell them. I could do whatever I
items
want.
or bodies.
You
What was
could
it?
even just put them in storage.
Items or bodies. I don't know which one you're referring to this week. Stockpiling bodies. I think that's what you do.
Bodies. I have a lot of fossils, but you can store them. But I've been piling them in the back of my house. I have a massive pile of fish and random fossils laying all over the place. I've moved all my trees from around where my house is, and I've lined them up in like a forest on the other side of
Nice.
the whole entire island. So
My house is like surrounded in a forest right now. Like you
Yeah.
have to fucking weasel your way through the trees just
Yeah.
to get to my
when
doorstep.
Patience told me how to move a tree, I thought she was joking.
No.
She's like, no,
No,
you just
Eat
need an
a
apple.
fruit,
No.
it gives you superpowered.
I didn't know that. I was asking somebody like, oh, it was Eric. I was like, Eric, what's the point of the fruit? You don't die if you have 0. What's the point of it? And he didn't really realize it either, I don't think, or he didn't think of it. And it was, she told me that and I thought it was a joke, but then I tried it. And I'm like, oh fuck, now I want to hoard apples. Great. Now I have another
Wait,
problem
what?
with this game.
I think I am missing something. What is the point of the apples? If
Okay,
not to,
you eat,
like sell.
if you have an apple that you've eaten, you can lift one tree and the apple disappears. So you have to eat more apples to pick up the trees.
Well, it's not even
Okay.
fruit in general. Like if
Fruit,
you eat
yeah,
a fruit,
right.
it'll give
Right.
you like, I don't want to say superpower. So you can use your shovel to dig up an entire tree. You don't have to cut it down. You can
Right.
just dig up the whole tree and replant it elsewhere.
Right.
Also, if you don't like where your rock is and you eat a fruit, just use your shovel. You can just smash that rock, and a new one will grow
No.
in a different place the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, rocks grow in Animal Crossing.
It's really weird.
Seems legit.
Seems legit.
Yo, James, how's it going, buddy? And Dee Dee said if you sit on a toilet, all your fruit comes out. That's a great
Yes.
way to recycle your fruit.
You
It's
virtually
true.
poop.
Okay.
I like how you can carry a whole entire tree in your inventory, though. That's a little odd.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
you mean you
it's
can?
funny.
Awesome.
It's funny.
It is pretty
It's
funny.
I have a tree in my pocket right now.
You have a tree
It's
in your
also
pocket right now?
hilarious
It literally in my pocket. Just
because
I
when
have
you
a tree in my
when I
pants.
when I first started the game, I had no idea like what I wanted the layout of my of my town to look like. So I didn't really care where I put like my villagers' houses. But after I kind of get into the groove, and once you kind of complete the story and you can start terrain editing, I really kind of had like an idea or a theme in my head that I wanted, and I couldn't do that because my villagers' houses were in such random places. So because I'm not time traveling anymore, I have to literally spend like the next 12 days. Like one day I just move a house at a time to where I
Right.
want it. And I gotta tell you, I basically turn the game on every day just to do that.
That's
Like
so
that's like
funny.
the first thing I did. I'm like, oh, I gotta move Texas house over to where I want it. And then I gotta
Wait.
wait till the next day for it to actually like get moved.
So you can
Yeah.
move the whole entire houses too?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
You get like you just go into the town hall and you talk to Tom Nook and you go to layout changes. I want to. You can move the museum. You can move any of the stores. You can move any of the houses. The only thing you can't move is where the town hall is.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that stays where
So you have to-
stays where it is because that starts there in the beginning of the game, and you can't really.
You have to
Do anything
you have to
with
work
that.
around it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay. That makes sense. I mean, a little bit, I guess. You think you'd be able to move
Yeah.
everything. Now you have a terrain manipulator. Is that what you got?
Yep, you can go ahead and create cliffs and get rid of cliffs, and you can create and edit waterways.
Waterways. Okay. That sounds cool. So there's a lot of things I've definitely haven't even gone close to tapping into.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna tell you,
just
honestly, the
just got
terrain
my
editor
house.
is almost an entire game in and of itself.
right.
And I mean, a lot.
On my entire island, I've rerouted the entire direction of my river.
Right.
A
That's so
lot.
funny.
It's insane.
Can you
And
add
it takes so long to naturally get to those things if you're not time traveling. Like I'm personally, I've played the game every day since release,
Mhm.
and I haven't gotten to the point of editing terrain yet. Or I think I have the ability to now as of like yesterday. I haven't messed around with it yet because I was too busy like recreating my own hats in the game.
Yeah. So I got a little bit carried away actually messing around with how you add stuff to the game itself, and I have
You
to
get carried away.
I get a little carried away with it. I realized that you only have so much space you can use. Then you have to delete a bunch of stuff. So when you put something down, make sure you really want it where you put it. So I don't recommend messing around with the patterns until after you get your town finished. Then you can kind of put things where you want it
Yeah.
and not have to worry about it. But I've gotten, relatively okay with it. I have to make a video on how I did it because people want to know, but it's not super
Inquiring
hard.
minds.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Inquiring minds.
Yeah. Once I posted that picture on that site, they're like, where's the video? Well, now tomorrow night, that's what I have to do. And then I have a house party meeting with the bar. But either way, it's a lot of fun, and it's addicting. Being able to take your outside stuff and bring it into a game is phenomenal. It's such a fantastic idea. Eric's creating music to put into a game, but this game's almost allowing you to do it at your own free will. Not music, but pictures. I think that
the whole game is basically Zen. It's just relaxation.
I'm really surprised that other games haven't done that. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Have you guys?
Other games, I think, try and fail to do it. One time comes to mind that I tried. I honest to goodness, gave it the old college try. My time at Porsche, couldn't get into it. Yeah, that game has such a lack of direction. I tried it probably 5 or 6 days ago, just on a whim because I have it on PC for some reason, and nope, couldn't do it. Couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
I know Animal Crossing is just so laser focused, and it just knows exactly what it wants to be, and it goes for it.
Hey, Brandon says nice shades, guys. I think he's referring to Eric and I.
Now, I will say that Animal Crossing is extremely convoluted a little bit for some things.
Am I wearing something on my face? I didn't realize.
Isn't it part of your face?
Whoa.
Persona.
Please don't take my heart.
So isn't I think how you get the first of all, I playing Animal Crossing has taught me one thing all over again that I wanted to forget. The social media aspect of it, the social aspect of it is just absolutely fucking awful. So I immediately got like, oh, well, I can go to your place, but now I have to open the phone to talk to anybody. But that's a we already talked about that. But
that's not an Animal Crossing issue. That's a Nintendo Switch issue.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. The Animal Crossing issue, maybe it's not an issue, is getting the pictures from. I mean, how would you do this any other way? So maybe that is the best way, but it is very time consuming. You have to. You're pixelating a picture and taking a picture of a QR code and then going in and downloading it and overwriting pictures, and holy shit, it takes a while.
The funny thing is that's not even really one of the main attractions of New Horizons, because that's kind of a remnant from New Leaf.
Oh, it is.
It's the whole QR thing is that they just kind of decided to add it as an extra quality of life thing, because so many people just kind of went above and beyond what I think Nintendo kind of intended to do with those QR codes.
Right.
It just become it's become its own entity.
It really has.
So
I've been sharing a bunch of my designs on Twitter, so
Well, here was my idea about the whole thing. I was really confused at why they didn't just when you go on the app and you download it, you take the picture. There should just be a button that sends it to your mail. I mean, it sounds to me like it would have been that easy. But instead you have to go into a different part of the app on your Nook phone and hit download, and it seemed really odd.
Thing is, this is Nintendo we're talking about. Nintendo is so good at so many things. But the fact that in 2020 they still don't have online play figured out, even as well as Microsoft did in 2005 with Xbox Live.
Yep.
It's amazing how far behind the times they are with it. When we were all playing the other day, and we had a blast. We had a great time all playing together and fucking chasing each other around with bug nets and shit.
And we used Discord for chatting.
Yeah, but exactly that. The flaws were definitely there. We had to use Discord for chatting, or we could have used the Nintendo app at that point. But whatever, either way, we had to use an external source for chat. Whereas
Nintendo could get with the times and develop a good chat system in which you can use on the Switch, but they don't have that.
And and on top of that, just the act of joining each other's games and stuff was such a fucking cumbersome experience. When you're only playing with one or two people, it's okay because you go join the other person's island. It takes a couple minutes for the loading screen.
It's awful.
When you have 8 people and for every individual person you have to wait for them to land, and it goes everything stops for everyone in the session. And it's like, oh, someone else is showing up to the island, and it's like a 30-second long loading thing.
I seriously thought you were joking when you told me that happened. I'm like, oh, this is just like a quick loading thing.
Spoiler alert, he wasn't.
Yeah, but even with Borderlands, I mean, let's take Borderlands 3. When you want to send somebody a gun, you open the mail, you send it. That's it. It's done and over with. Even you can send mail from one person to another in the game in Animal Crossing, right? Yeah. So you think that you would just be able to literally send these pictures from the Nook phone thing straight to your mail and have it be quicker? But that's just not, because it doesn't come out as a product, as an item. Yeah. It comes out as some sort of like a design in a whole different part of the Nook, phone. But it doesn't matter because people aren't mad about it. This is my first experience with Animal Crossing, and I'm shocked that is. But I'm not mad about it. It's just extra work, But it's just odd. That's fine. I can handle it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad.
The whole making designs thing is sort of like
most Nintendo, though.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
it is.
Honest to goodness, I mean, if there's one positive spin that I can put on this whole fiasco that the world right now, is that Nintendo's probably making a killing.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was shocked to see that. I was shocked to see that GameStop. Actually, you know what? I wasn't that shocked. Actually, GameStop sold that ridiculously priced Switch combination that they had, that bundle. It was way overpriced than anything it should have been. But they sold out. They sold out this bundle that they had that was overpriced for Switch.
What was it?
The bundle?
Yeah. What's the bundle?
Well, now you
what was included?
Hold on.
A Switch and
internet commence
and a bundle.
Let me.
And a bundle.
I'm doing it right now. Okay. Basically, MSN.com said even this pricey Nintendo Switch bundle at GameStop just sold out. So it had the Switch itself, Animal Crossing, the Switch controller, and a Nintendo eShop $20 gift card.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like it was almost $500.
Jesus.
Yes.
Okay. Back up for a second here. I'm confused.
Mm-hmm.
MSN.com still exists?
Yes. They do.
Wait, what?
Yeah. The Switch itself is $300.
Yeah.
The Animal Crossing is $60 plus tax, and then a Pro controller is what, $70?
Right.
And then how much is the eShop gift card for?
$20.
$20.
$20. Okay. If it was like for $50, I'm like, yeah, okay, it's like $20 more. But yeah, if it's like $20, then
yeah, it's just, I mean, if you part all that stuff out, it's not. It's like what?
The value isn't there. Not quite,
right.
At least.
Not the kind of value that you'd call a bundle.
Right.
It's just a collection of things that you're buying together.
Either way, it's sold, and that's whatever, it happens.
Yep.
The
Animal Crossing edition Switches now are going for $800 on eBay.
Ooh, damn!
I could have told you that was going to happen.
Maybe I should start selling. Maybe I should start selling my stuff. Actually, you know what? I have something to fucking tell you guys that I was shocked. So, in order to minimize contact and all that stuff that we're doing, social distancing, they have a program that they're using called Microsoft Teams. It's pretty much like Zoom. Okay, it's video conferencing. You can share files, stuff like that. Well, the state's using it. The supervisor for the state didn't have a camera. So I'm like, okay, I know of a very cheap camera, probably $20, $25, that little Logitech one. And I said, okay, I'll get you one, $20, $25, no big deal. He's like, okay, no problem. I go on Amazon. Guess how much they were?
$80.
A whopping $200 fucking dollars.
Oh,
what?
Damn.
$200. So I told him.
This is the great thing about being a streamer, is that we already have everything we need.
Everything we need. Everything we need.
Yeah.
I now feel bad that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 cameras in this room that I could make $5,000 on from what it seems. I'm not going to do that because we spent hard money on this stuff.
Especially the cameras that we have, because you were talking about getting him like what, a $25
the cheapest camera.
The cameras that we each have, what, are like about $70.
Yeah, they're about $60 to $75 depending on when we bought them. But the reality is, I couldn't. People are price gouging and it's wrong. But
it's crazy.
Yeah. So I told him, I was like, you know what? I have one of those at home. I'm going to bring it into you, and I'll let you borrow it until you don't need it anymore. So it was just
it's not like we're using them right now. So
no, I didn't tell you. I didn't bring him a good one. I brought him that old fucking $20 one.
Of course.
Yeah. No.
The whole isolating thing has gotten me. It's got me pretty fucked up. I find myself spending money on just stupid shit.
I hear you.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. And am still considering buying an Atomic Purple N64 on eBay.
Ooh, you should. Those are beautiful.
I mean,
honestly, that's not a stupid purchase at all, dude.
$100.
Yeah,
I would for $100. I'd nick that right up.
Yeah,
I ended up getting a Wii for. I got a Wii for $40 today.
Dude, I love those those Atomic Purple ones, those see-through ones. The one you sent me earlier was absolutely gorgeous. Where was that?
What, the SNES?
Yeah, that was in the Discord.
Yeah.
Shit, I can't bring up Discord.
That custom Super Nintendo that someone just made. Yeah,
I need to do something real fast. It's gonna ruin the.
There's a bunch of people on Instagram who actually do that for a living. Like, they remake retro consoles, like paint them, they mod them. It's crazy. The scene for that is insane. If you just go
so far as to like if you know how to just take the shell off of like this stuff, you could just just to kind of get a baseline idea of how to do it, you could just hydro swirl it.
Right.
It's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Robin says, I'm happy you labeled Eric and Kelly's screen because I was fucking baffled by who these handsome masked strangers were. Yeah, Robbie, you're very welcome. You're very welcome.
They're the Phantom Thieves.
I gotta show you guys. In case
you guys haven't noticed, Kelly and I are wearing Joker masks.
Yeah.
You like that?
I like to get closer to my camera.
Isn't that sexy? Yep. I love it.
Yeah, so
Let me show you guys.
We both got the Phantom Thieves edition.
We did.
Edition.
So
Mine came in late, set. Which I was a little bit salty about. I want to hear more about that, but I want to show them something before we go too far. I want to show them the picture that Tony sent us of this particular... It deserves recognition. Yeah, it's a beautiful...
Check this out right here. Let's see if this works. Okay. So you see that? Check that out. That is absolutely beautiful. I love that. It screams 90s.
I don't see anything.
You'd have to watch the screen. The guys and girls on stream can see it. Okay, this is absolutely beautiful. I love this. The tiger stripe in the middle is a little bit odd, but I think that is absolutely beautiful, and they did a really good job.
That 90s
it does.
90s theme.
Dude, it screams the 90s vibes.
Porn mixed with Nickelodeon. Yeah, I love it.
Dude, I immediately thought of Nickelodeon when I saw it, and I was like,
and I immediately thought of porn when I saw it.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Oh, but either way,
90s Nickelodeon porn.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're pushing.
I was gonna say, let's not get too far into that topic. Let's not put too much thought into that.
Eric sounds like he has some experience in that realm.
You dirty bastard. All right, Eric and Kelly, I want to hear about your experience, because you guys were telling me a little bit before the podcast that you were blown away by unboxing you guys' little face masks.
Yeah, honestly, Eric was saying it yesterday, and I was kind of like, oh, like, it must be pretty good then. But when I got mine today, and it was late, unfortunately, which I'm fucking salty about, Amazon, but
thanks,
Amazon. What can you do? What can you do? I'm not going to bitch about it. I got it. That's all that matters to me in the end. But anyways...
Giving me shit a day late during a global pandemic.
God.
What's wrong with
you? Basically, I'm just being a first world problems little bitch. But, to be honest...
That's how I feel about Final Fantasy VII, so...
Yeah, right. I mean... But Eric was saying yesterday that the quality was amazing, and then I finally got it today. Ran downstairs screaming like a little girl because I saw the Amazon delivery thing saying delivered. Ran upstairs, unboxed it. I got the sleeve off of the box, and then I just sat there staring at the box for like 2 minutes before I even
the whole thing
opened it.
The whole thing's just like it's a very solid
Nice and tight.
set. Oh, it's tight.
Yeah, it looks like
It
it's
just
causing you a lot of
Fucking
issues.
toy,
Oh.
dude.
It's toy
Yeah.
like
And,
a toyga.
Just the way everything's displayed in
The
here. First of all,
aesthetics.
this steelbook is so glossy.
It's beautiful.
It is
so
beautiful. I
fucking-
do love the art.
So fucking pretty.
That
Look at that.
is.
You know what you would actually enjoy more, Dave?
What?
The game.
The game?
Hey, mind
Hey,
if I show these guys?
I have a hard copy of it now.
You do.
I do.
Play it.
I know.
So-
This
I'm
nice
gonna
big
show
old
them-
art book. I was expecting the art book to be like the Catherine full body art book was like
Right.
the
I was
size
too.
of
Yeah, I
the
was too.
size of a fucking game case, but this is like big,
Yeah,
Big, big.
it's
big boy
huge.
book.
It's big boy
Yeah.
book. Yeah.
It's good
Let
stuff.
me
I
switch
like it.
over to
I'm a
the
fan.
dynamic theme, Eric. I want to touch on the dynamic theme because it's one of my favorite themes that I have
You
right
want to
now.
touch yourself
That's
with the
good.
dynamic
I'm
theme?
gonna touch
I do want to
I
touch
know, you
myself
saw
to
it
the
though, right?
dynamic
Yeah.
theme.
It's beautiful. I
There.
don't play the game
Yeah.
very often, but that is beautiful. I do
And-
love that.
Makoto is best girl. Don't
Yeah.
at me.
Yeah, that is beautiful. I do love that.
I'm starting
They
to
did a
think
really
that
good job.
Kasumi, like I met Kasumi in the game for the first time today, and I'm starting to think that she's gonna be a hard contender for best girl.
A hard contender.
A
She does call
hard,
you. She does call you
super hard.
senpai.
She
Yes.
does.
She does call
I
you
was
senpai.
not. I was not
That's-
expecting that, and it caught me off guard. And I was like, "Oh, okay, all right."
There you go. There you have it. Oh shit!
But
That's
anyway, yeah,
exactly what I said.
I do have to get into that.
God?
I told you
Is
guys
that
I'd give
you?
you what, 2
Eric, you may not enter.
I'm not drinking.
That's actually
I'm
just
not drinking
sexy.
on the job. I swear.
We all saw the hentai on your computer.
Well, yeah, I'm not even ashamed of that.
Normal people are not into that.
But I told you guys I'd give you a solid
I'm
2
also
hours.
wearing a persona mask.
I
so,
gave
yeah.
you 20
I mean,
minutes,
Same though.
and I've always felt bad about that. So one of these days, I'm going to
Dude,
give you
20
full 2
Dave,
hours.
Dave, just listen to me. 20 minutes is not enough to ever get into a Persona game.
20
Ever.
minutes.
Hours?
20 minutes in persona time.
Is
is
just
like-
the beginning intro.
That's like not even just like sticking the head in without putting in the shaft. That's like putting the condom over
You
the
damn
head
tease.
and then taking it off. Like
Yeah,
that's
I will tell you.
Basically.
I will
not
tell you.
even.
I started the first 5 minutes of Fantasy Star, and I will be finishing that. That's
You
a very
will
cool
be?
game. That's a very
Okay.
cool game.
So,
Okay.
so I want to kind of segue into something that Eric briefly touched on. Is that
Myself.
you talked about
Yeah.
Catherine Full Body?
Yes.
Is that how you were kind of expecting it to be like Catherine Full Body?
Right.
That's actually coming out this year for Switch,
Switch,
and
yes.
I might pick it up on Switch.
Dude,
Ooh.
it's very much worth picking it up. Honestly, Catherine Full Body is
Yeah.
pretty much the
And-
premier Catherine experience.
The Switch is a great place to have that too, because you can take it into the bathroom with you, into a private location. That way you could just, you don't have,
Fab.
Yeah.
you just fap.
Actually,
you
no,
don't
I'm
have to
social
worry about.
distancing, so I can just take it into my own bathroom.
There you go.
Or
Yeah.
You don't bathroom. Fuck it. Your living room. Social distancing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody should be in there. It should be just you.
Which I just
6
I just
feet.
want to touch on real fast how funny it is from my perspective, hearing you guys first of all gripe and complain, being so distanced from each other. Like, oh, I wish I could come over for the podcast.
We're not
It
used
sucks,
to
so
it,
we have to
damn
do
it.
it over the computer.
We're not
I'm like,
used to it.
Well, you guys are living my life to that end, and
I
then
don't
on top of
wanna
that,
ever live
everyone's
your
talking
fucking
about.
life.
Then on
is
top of that,
awful.
everyone's talking about isolation and all that. I
Here
work at a
Eric is in
grocery
Florida.
store. I work at a grocery store, so I'm an essential employee. And
I am too.
I've been working like
I am-
50-hour weeks,
No,
and then
not
on top
50.
of that, my son's school is closed. So then I come home and it's like
Dude,
homeschool
you've been
time.
busy.
That's your own fault
And
for having a
that's-
kid.
that's. I mean, it's I'm fortunate that I still have work and
Yes.
that I still have a regular income. Like I'm not trying to. I feel like a dick even complaining about it, just because the fact
you
that
fucking ass.
a lot of people have lost their jobs, but at the same time, like I've been fucking exhausted, And that's why I haven't streamed in the past like 2 weeks now, and probably won't be streaming for at least a couple more weeks because I just don't have the time or fucking energy.
The thing about it is like, who knows
You're a
when
full-time
all this,
dad and teacher.
who knows when all of this shit's gonna end? You know, that's the only unfortunate thing.
Yeah,
because
of course, needless to say, this right now it's looking like it's an absolute definite that I'm canceling my trip to Maine later this month, which fucking bums me the hell out.
Yeah, Maine shut down. I wouldn't come up here either.
You know, yeah.
You know,
well, or I won't be canceling my trip. I'll be postponing my trip.
Keep
I'll
your coronavirus in Florida.
We're never going to get The Last of Us 2 if this thing doesn't disappear.
No.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, no, we might get The Last of Us 2 in real life. When the cordyceps start taking over.
The Last of Us 2. I don't even need the fucking game.
I did tell Carrie, I said, you know, this is the closest to the apocalypse we've ever been. Since the Great Depression. But
yeah,
no, for real. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was gonna say, I saw, for any of my fellow Floridians who are watching or listening to this, if you want to get your mind off of all the coronavirus craziness, all the COVID-19 stuff. It looks like this year we're going to be experiencing record high amounts of hurricane activity.
I heard that, yes.
So the end is nigh.
Hey, Eric, it's time to move back up to Florida, or back up from Florida to Maine.
Yeah, no.
Not now.
Philip Boyce says God's playing Plague Inc. 2. Hold on.
No, I'm not. I never play that garbage.
Got him. Boom.
For real. Here's what I hope.
Boom.
Here's what I hope. I don't hope this, actually. This is horrible. Pretend I didn't say that part. Maybe it'll push you out of Florida. You can come back to Maine.
I mean, no.
I don't want anybody to get hurt. I just want you to be like, yeah, this sucks. I'm out.
Yeah. Fuck y'all.
Like, it's just not worth it.
Yeah. There's plenty of places up here that need meat cutters. BJ's?
You
can go play with meat at BJ's.
Man. Yeah, no, I mean, we've spoken about the possibility of moving back up north at some point, and it's not something that I'm expecting to happen soon, but we're talking about it.
We're on a 10-year plan.
But no, so anyway,
about it for 10 years.
Maybe though, right. No, but no, maybe during the week that I was supposed to be up there, maybe that Saturday we can still do some sort of online group stream or something like that.
Dude, hell yeah.
We'll have to do something.
Shane, I'm off those days, so.
Shane Maynard said, I wouldn't survive this if it wasn't for Final Fantasy VII coming. The only game guaranteed to keep me busy long enough to ignore Jumanji Land out there.
Jumanji
2020 game of the year.
Yeah, I mean, already right now, even if Final Fantasy VII got pushed back by 2 months, I'll be fine because I'm so enveloped right now in Persona 5, Animal Crossing, Pokemon Shield, and I still want to finish Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Hopefully, I'll have a chance to stream again one day. Well, because I've only been playing it during streams.
I got up to it on stream, so
I finished the Cell Saga.
Are you on Boo Saga now?
I'm in the prelude to the Boo Saga. So gotcha. I just finished the Cell Saga. So I mean, I'd probably only have 2 or 3 streams left to finish the game, but when I actually get a chance to stream, who the fuck knows?
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard shit, man.
So,
but I'm really hoping... Go ahead.
I've got Resident Evil 3 coming out tomorrow.
That's true.
Oh shit, yeah.
So I just got
I'm actually really close to the Platinum, Eric.
UPS has shipped it, and Resident Evil 3 is going to be here apparently tomorrow. I don't know.
I hope it does show up. I also hope that this doesn't push back the PS5. I'm worried about that.
Well, everything they're saying is that it's not going to, but
I'm expecting it, so I won't be surprised. But I don't want it to happen. I at least want to see what the fuck it looks like, right? God damn it!
Oh, that depends. Every single other person.
I suppose that depends on how long this all takes to blow over. One thing we kind of briefly mentioned it, but we didn't actually discuss it. The Last of Us 2, just as of a few hours ago, was announced that it's being delayed indefinitely at the moment because of the fact that coronavirus that right now they're not able to get into the offices to finish the game. Basically, they said the game's basically finished. It's just going through bug testing and stuff.
They're working out the final bug.
Yeah, and they don't want to release it in an EA state. That's my words, not theirs. But no, they want to make sure it's polished out before they release it. So right now,
I totally agree. Take your time.
To be honest, I'm
safe.
fine with it because I'm gonna have Final Fantasy, Resident Evil 3, Animal Crossing, and Persona 5R to keep me company for the next however fucking long. So
you'll be fine.
Yeah. So right now it's being delayed indefinitely, which means that it could just be like a month late, depending on if this blows over soon. If it takes longer, then it could be a few months late, or who the fuck knows? It's anyone's guess, really.
At this point, basically.
Well, the good news is, and until that comes out, I have to say it's actually not a bad time to be a Switch owner, because Nintendo just had their Nintendo Direct Mini back on March 26th, and I gotta tell you, from everything that was announced, I don't even know why they're calling it a mini, because they've released more announcements this time than they have in the last 3 combined.
That's great.
Because you have new Smash DLC coming out. I guess new fighters that are going to be from ARMS, which I guess people played.
It was a game.
I just see the meme. I just see the meme where it's got the ARMS person, and it shows the back view, and it says, for those of you that are mad because this character's going to Smash, don't forget about that ass. And I'm like, okay, all right.
That's the only reason I remember that ARMS exists.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we've all seen it. We've all seen it.
Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition,
which looks amazing.
I've always wanted to
play.
Yeah.
I actually saw that. I want to pick that up.
Yeah, I always wanted to play it, but honestly, every time I thought of that was a Wii U game, right?
I believe so.
No, Wii game.
No, it's just regular Wii. Yeah.
That's one of the games that's been sitting in my backlog. I picked it up on the Wii probably 7 or 8 years ago. I found it just at a flea market for dirt cheap, and I grabbed it. I literally have never booted it up a single time.
I love flea market games.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
It's just been sitting in my backlog for damn near a fucking decade, and I haven't touched it. But I hear it's amazing.
Catherine Full Body is coming out in July on the Switch, which kind of begs the question, why not just fucking Persona 5? What the hell?
Yeah, I know. It'd be the third fucking time I've purchased Persona as well, so.
And it doesn't look graphically intense. It doesn't look graphically intense at all.
No, and to be honest, it would actually suit the Switch's style quite well.
Persona 5
was
to
play that shit in handheld mode.
It was released. The Royal version isn't, but the original Persona 5 was also released on PS3. So if the PS3 can play it, the Switch can play it
easily. Yeah,
and 2K is showing the Switch a bunch of love. BioShock the Collection, Borderlands Legendary Collection, XCOM 2 are all coming in on May 29th.
I got something on my list.
Which is fucking dope. I mean, I already have the BioShock collection for Xbox, but if I didn't, I'd definitely get it for
to be
Switch.
Honest, though,
it's worth having again.
It's introducing a whole new group of people that might not ever own a PlayStation or Xbox or a PC.
I mean, I don't want to talk to those people,
Borderlands,
but I'm glad that it is.
I don't want them around me. I just want to hear about it.
And one thing they announced during it, which completely caught me off guard, is Shadow Man Remaster, which was an N64 game. I gotta give a little backstory here. First of all, that is a game that I played back on the N64, and I remember it vividly because it's the very first video game I heard profanity in. He says shit in the opening cutscene, and my fucking 13-year-old brain was just blown by that. I'm like,
I
wasn't surprised about swears. I've been hearing swears my whole life.
I mean, I heard them my whole life too, but not in a video game.
That came out, Eric, around the time that we started becoming friends.
That was pretty much right when we became friends.
Because he was saying shit a lot.
I remember us start making a lot of jokes about the sequel, Shadow Man Second Coming. Because I mean,
come like you do from your penis.
It sounds like a 13-year-old thing.
But no. So anyway, So anyway, like, you know, it's a game that I remember being really clunky and obtuse, but I had a lot of fun with it. It was super atmospheric and actually really cool game.
I say the same thing about Dave, clunky and
But
And atmospheric.
Yeah. Shadow Man was basically Dave. But so either way, I have fond memories of the game. And Tony just added me to a Facebook group called like N64. It's an N64 group.
Yep.
And Tony posted something.
You guys to it.
Tony posted something about Castlevania Legacy of Darkness in it, and that just kind of jogged my memory of Shadow Man real quick. I'm like, I'm gonna make a fucking random post about Shadow Man.
I want to interject and just say that Castlevania Legacy of Darkness was a very underrated N64 game. Highly underrated. The controls were garbage.
The controls were
garbage.
They were
but
fucking
the
awful.
Atmosphere and the environment and the score were spot on.
Which is pretty much why it made me think of Shadow Man when you posted that, because similar points, terrible controls, amazing story and atmosphere. But I posted something about Shadow Man in that group, just like, hey, this is a game that I played, fucking whatever. And all of a sudden in the comments, I keep seeing people like saying something about like, oh, I can't wait for the remake or the remaster. And at first I thought, like, the first person posted it, I thought it was just a joke. I'm like, that's cute, remaster, sure, Shadow Man, like, that's gonna get a remaster. And then another person says it, and I'm like, is this like an in-joke in the group or something, where like whenever somebody posts any game, they just go, oh yeah, can't wait for that fucking Jet Force Gemini remaster. Oh, how about that Chameleon Twist remake coming out, huh?
Dude, I love Jet Force
Are you
Gemini.
shitting on my Chameleon Twist post I made?
See, I like Chameleon Twist also, but you got to give me a break.
And Glover 64.
But after like the fourth person said it, I'm like, maybe I should look it up. And sure enough, I look it up. I'm like, no fucking way. Shadow Man is getting
remaster of Turok Rage Wars.
What?
I love Turok. I thought Turok was fantastic. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the first game where I ever saw dinosaurs
on Switch.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I Brave Fencer Musashi's got to, come on. I'm rooting for it. I got to get on Reddit and start making a riot.
I love that Brave Fencer Hibachi.
Brave Fencer Hibachi. Oh, fuck. That was such a great game, though.
Shit.
I tried to play it again, but it just doesn't fucking hold up.
No, it's
I tried.
a lot of those games. It's aged like milk. Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racing coming to Nintendo Switch. Yes.
Yo, Svenja, thank you so much for the 50 stars. I really appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Svenja?
Take over the world.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. That was awesome.
And Burnout Paradise. As if I don't own it enough times.
But I'll own it again, because why the fuck not?
I would buy that again.
Why not?
Yeah.
It's fucking fantastic. It's so
we would
good.
buy a third Skyrim remaster. I mean, that's what we would do.
Oh, guys,
would. You would. You would just to have it.
Blades is coming to Switch.
Okay.
Good.
I guess. I would probably play it.
So
I'm done.
I would play it.
See you guys later. That's all for me. I'm going
for
back
that
to
reason.
Persona.
I'm out.
that is such good news, Tony. Thank you for bringing that to our attention.
But I will tell you, I would play it on that more than I would play it on my phone. I probably would. Absolutely.
I would play it just about as much as I play it on my phone.
Right.
That's how much
which
I
is
played
none.
Which is none. Yeah.
We lost Kelly.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So honestly, that game was. I mean, I thought it was actually garbage. I mean,
it was.
I thought it looked great on a phone. I'm like, oh, this is finally like a AAA type game coming to a phone.
Oh yeah.
But it's still
until you actually play it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
like
Minecraft
when you look at it.
Switch though. So Dave, you'd like that.
Oh, I want that bad.
What is it?
Yeah.
What is it?
Minecraft Dungeons.
Minecraft Dungeons.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does look good.
I remember raving about that on a podcast like almost a year ago. Yeah. So it's finally coming.
Actually, I think that was back when it was announced at E3 last year.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
May. Was it May?
May or June. It was June. It was June.
Whenever E3 was.
No. I mean when it's coming out. It's coming out in May. 20,
it's coming out in May.
Yeah, it's coming out in spring.
But I haven't found out how much it was. I looked for it, but I couldn't find it anywhere.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'll pay for it.
No, yeah, it's fine.
What are you gonna do?
Where are we today?
What?
Randomly. I bought a Wii.
You bought a Wii. Okay.
Bought a Wii.
Let me check. Hold on. Yeah, it's a little late for that, buddy.
No, definitely 2008.
Congratulations. But what I told you earlier, you told me the price you were paying for it, and I said you are going to mod it.
Yeah.
So to you, it's worth
That's
what you paid.
literally what I'm going to what I'm going to do right after this is I'm going to I'm definitely not going to go to the convenience store and buy batteries because the Wii remote batteries that I got were dead, and I have 0 other devices that have fucking AA batteries.
Thank you so much. I just gotta let you guys know that Savannah said that these really deserve my last stars. She's talking about you guys' little glasses there that you got.
Good.
For sure.
Glasses.
Yeah.
Actually,
Glasses.
What is it? It's a face?
It's a mask.
It's a mask,
dumbass.
I don't know.
way to insult our star sender.
Yeah,
And
sorry.
you don't listen to them.
No. She said glasses, and I'm like, wait, no, the sunglasses? Are they like sunglasses? The kid wears them, but
okay.
the mask?
Okay, no, Svenja, you're not a dumbass. You're wonderful. But Dave's a dumbass.
But Dave, yeah, he's
Yes.
This guy.
he owns the game.
Dave's a
Doesn't
piece
know
of shit.
I'm a huge piece of shit.
He gave Persona 5 20 minutes, and for that, give him an F in the chat.
I'm gonna drink it off. I'm gonna drink until I'm not an asshole anymore.
Oh man,
I don't think
you're
there's
gonna
enough alcohol
die.
in the world.
Yeah. Dave, don't do that. You'll get alcohol poisoning.
I was kind of an asshole this morning at work, and I felt bad, but I didn't feel bad because it was justified. But it was one of the very few times I was allowed to, because of the epidemic and all that shit. Or pandemic. Anyway.
Pandemic.
Yeah.
So, you want to hear something funny?
I do. Please, for the love of God, get me off this.
Okay, so over there, I've got my
that's a
my,
TV.
my Vizio 4K TV, which it has 4 HDMI ports.
That's too many.
Zero component input.
Welcome to the
But
future, buddy.
It has composite yellow, red,
What?
white.
Now I'm confused.
It has
No idea why. I actually
no
I
component, but it has composite. I've
Yeah.
never fucking seen
randomly.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
My TV doesn't have any composite, RCA, or composite. I said that twice.
Yep.
It only has
Component.
HDMI.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Which
nothing
is
else.
strange. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, like, I just plugged in the Wii to test it out after I wiped it off and got all the fucking Rona off it. It looks like dog shit,
Rhoda.
but it works.
That's
And,
true.
Did
I'm
you
only-
wipe it off with lime?
I only got it for GameCube games, and hopefully I can get an HDMI adapter and stream some old Gauntlet Dark Legacy.
Oh hell yeah!
I know Eric
one-
would tune in for that.
One question, Tony. Did you wipe the TV off with lime?
Did I wipe what off with lime?
Limes.
Did
Limes
you,
and
did you
coconut.
wipe the TV off with lime?
No, I just wiped it off with
Fun.
I don't know, Clorox disinfecting wipe.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that works.
Yeah. that works.
Svenja said that I really would appreciate being a piece of shit too, like the official Winter House Gaming shithead.
Well, one of these days you might get a promotion.
Here's your label.
Here's your label. Svenja, Winter House piece of shit. I like it.
So it is weird that TVs aren't, coming with all that extra stuff that used to be, back in the old days. But it kind of makes sense because I do everything through streaming, and I have no reason to plug anything that's not HDMI into it. But I do have, thank God, I have other TVs that I can plug old consoles into. I would cry if I didn't.
Right.
I still want to find a really small CRT TV, about this big.
Small.
Yeah, I want it small enough to fit on this shelf right
That's small.
here.
See, it's funny because like my folks have one of those big screen, like those old like the CRT TVs, but like they're the big screen TVs.
Right.
They're like the giant. You know the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Eric, you know
Like
the one.
500 pounds?
Yeah, they used to be called
Um,
like Zenith was a brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zenith isn't a brand anymore.
I haven't seen it. I don't think so.
Also,
let me
yeah.
Google it. Go ahead.
It's been
you
a
know
hot
what used
minute
to be
since
a
I've
video
seen
game
Zenith.
company. I completely forgot they existed. Midway.
Oh my
Oh.
God. They
Oh, yeah. There are
They
things
aren't-
still.
They
wait.
made,
Aren't those like stand-up arcade games though?
No, they made they made Gauntlet. They made Mortal Kombat up until Like
until Warner Brothers took over.
Yeah.
Funny story, Zenith is still...
I think that was a good move. After like Deadly Alliance and Armageddon and Shaolin Monk, it was time for Midway to just stop doing whatever they were doing.
Yeah. Oof. Because they weren't doing good.
No.
No good.
Well, whatever it was that they did wasn't a good thing to do.
It was
okay, it looks like Zenith is literally just making, like, they do more in hotels and bigger things like that. But I am going to tell you that
third-party Universal TV remotes.
Well, yeah.
Do they still make DVD VCR combos?
No, but they are owned. They're a subsidiary from LG Electronics, so they're not really going anywhere. But I will tell you that if you guys ever want some really cool nostalgia, their website has a bunch of old pictures on it that are just fantastic. So
nice. So
go ahead.
I just thought about as you were talking about if you're getting a Wii, you better mod it or whatever. What's funny is my original Xbox is modded. I have 2 PSPs that I modded. Both my SNES and my NES Classic are modded, and my PlayStation Classic I modded. I own 3 Wiis, and I've never modded them.
Apparently, from what I understand,
it's fantastic.
The best console to run N64 like ROMs on.
Really?
I don't know why I've never done it.
Other than like an actual PC.
Oh shit! I just remembered.
Oh god!
I have like 2. I can't say this on the internet. I may have access to about 200 to 300 Wii games.
Well, that's all right because you own those games.
I own
right?
them. I have physical copies of everything that I have digital copies of. The files.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all the government needs to know.
I do. So if Tony owns all of the physical copies and he wants the digital copy, I'm legally, allowed to, give them to you.
It's absolutely because I own every game. Yeah.
It's taking up physical space on my hard disk drive. That's a lie. I have a solid state drive.
Wait,
fuck.
Tony, what color?
I can't even use that excuse.
Did you get like the white one, or is it black?
You got the white.
The white one. Yeah.
Well, there was a black one that some guy was selling in like Auburn or something, and I'm just like, no,
it's too far.
No,
there's too much Rona down there.
The Rona in Maine.
The Rona.
Too much Rona in Auburn.
And I just found out that they're actually like they developed an entire game around like Corona. It's Resident Evil 3.
Oh,
there you go.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait for the punchline. Give me a minute. There's got to be a punchline.
No,
my Corona.
So that was like $25 that guy wanted, and I'm like, no.
The black one, right?
I found a guy that was selling it for like $40 for like a white one.
Yeah, but
it didn't have a sensor bar, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
You can paint the white one.
I'll buy a sensor bar for $5.
Yeah,
it's totally fine. Okay,
that's not a big deal.
It'll cost me more in gas to go get the other one than it'll cost me to get.
No, it will. It absolutely will. What are you gonna do, huh?
Yeah. I gotta tell you, this Wii is actually in surprisingly nice condition.
Nice.
Like, really nice.
I'm reloading my canister.
For everyone that's
you guys want to see what I'm doing? Ready? This canister fits a whole entire bottle inside of it.
Yeah, it also fits its gaping vagina.
Hey, screw you, man. I like schmisted schmee.
Schmisted
schmee. It's my week drink, not my weekend drink.
Your weekend drink.
I was talking. Actually, no. Someone asked me this week. They're like, when the bar opens, how much money are you going to spend on the first night? All of it.
All the money.
All of it. I'm gonna have such a fucking bar tab because I want a damn Grateful Dead. Not my I can make a Grateful Dead. I've got everything here, but I want like a bar Grateful Dead.
I'm pretty sure you own like the grocery store now.
I do.
From the picture that you shared earlier.
Yeah. We literally own the grocery store and we own food. Damon's beverage place because we we stocked up on a lot.
That's kind of insane.
No, it's not insane.
It's like something.
Because if you ever need anything, and Eric, you're paying shipping.
I'm fucked.
You just let me know. You know, because at the end of the day, we could probably, help people out for a minimal fee or sexual favors.
I mean, just drop it off at my doorstep. It's fine.
Yeah. Emily went to the store for me, and she passed it through this window. She really did. Last night, I was on stream, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I got some stuff Carrie wanted me to pick up for you," and she knocked on the window, and I'm like, "Oh, hello." One llama length. One llama length. Yeah, it's llama length. 6 feet.
Yeah, I get. I get customers
a couple times in the past week, just to pick up some odds and ends and meal stuff. I haven't had a single issue getting anything I need except
toilet paper.
One thing. There seems to be a run on Alfredo sauce, and I don't get it. I've been to 3 separate stores, none of which have Alfredo sauce. They have regular pasta sauce. They have like marinara.
Dude, that's terrible. Every
other kind of sauce.
I feel bad for you because you
Alfredo.
Fucking love that crap.
It's because
you're like a pasta freak.
It's because everyone's afraid of the virus.
Yep. Where's the mute button?
No, Tony's gone.
I muted Eric. He's done. He's out. Wow. I want to tell you that was a good one, but I can't process that right now. I can't.
We're gonna give Eric props, but we're gonna wait like 5 minutes to do it.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna shove a plate of French fries in my mouth all at once.
Oh my god! I know. I'm over here like he's just chilling out, eating fries,
dude.
But for real, it's weird. Carrie wrote to me today. She goes, she's in the grocery store, and she said it was weird. It's very weird. Whoever was in the aisle, filling up the aisle, it's very weird. They had to when Carrie went down there. When Carrie went down the aisle, the worker had to leave the aisle and stand at the end of it and wait for her to be done. And it's just a weird.
What grocery store is this at? I've never experienced that.
She said Hannaford.
Freaking Hannaford.
Hannaford's. She's down to Hannaford's. Down to Danforth, Hannaford.
I don't know.
Don't give a fuck.
I don't know if people are generally better at giving personal space up in Maine than they are down here.
Yes,
but I know that first of all, I'm gonna debunk a rumor right now.
It's not true.
Everyone who's going to the grocery stores and stockpiling on stuff because you think that you need to stockpile on everything. Chicken breasts are not the cure for the coronavirus. I'm just going to tell you this right now. Okay.
There's a run on chicken breasts.
You were telling me the exact opposite 20 minutes before we started.
That's because people are running out of fetishes at home.
No, it's because people are just stocking the hell up on meats and everything else for their freezers or whatever.
Yeah, man.
And the thing is, like, I have to go out to the shop floor to put meat onto the shelf.
Oh no, not the shop floor.
Yeah, no, I mean, you say that like a joke, but like people have no boundaries whatsoever. Like people literally surround me trying to get to the meats that I'm trying to put on the shelf for them because they don't even want to wait for it to get to the shelf. They want to take it straight off the fucking rack.
Why don't you just open the door and just push it out on a cart? Let them just go fucking ham hog.
We've actually started doing that.
Yeah,
believe it or not.
If you're gonna take it out, I'm not gonna do the fucking work. Yeah. Just take it off the cart and get the fuck out.
But I did find a good fix though, is that whenever people do start getting too close, I just clear my throat a little bit and they back right off. Yeah. I don't know why.
Yep. Well, you want to be careful. That's going to be followed by a gunshot.
Oh, shit.
I want to
get that
life hack to everyone out there. If you're going to be shopping and you want like meat or chicken breast or anything like that, and you don't see it, just ask the meat cutter if they have any in the back, because that's where they keep the good stuff.
Yeah, we're hiding it all.
Hoarding it for themselves. They just don't want to put it on the shelf. But they have it in the back, I assure you.
We enjoy the thrill of customers asking us for things.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
In all reality, he just wants the
stuff out there.
attention. Like, it's the only
Yeah.
way he has friends for like split second it takes.
Yeah. Like, give him a wink and say, I'm here for the good stuff in the back.
The good stuff in the back.
I mean,
Or
look at
just
the
say, give him a wink and say, I'm here for your meat.
that does work. But no, I mean, look at the company I keep. These three guys are my best friends. So, I mean, yeah, of course I'm desperate for any attention from any real people.
We are not your best friend.
He's like, I need intelligent conversations about chicken and breasts.
And a lot less men's asses.
You're my friend.
Yeah.
Wait, who told you that?
Who the fuck are you?
You know, whatever. Shit's weird.
Yeah.
We'll get over it. We're human.
Shit's weird.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for those of you at home, just, you know, let us know in the Discord what games you're playing. What games?
Yeah, seriously.
Fuck yeah.
It's not like we got anything else to fucking do.
That's right. Anybody getting rid of backlogs?
That's where we will
Fuck,
be.
this
We
is
will
a
be on
great
Discord.
time.
Now more than ever.
Mm-hmm. I don't call this being quarantined. I call it taking care of backlogs. That's it. Just video game backlogs.
Taking care of business.
That's right. Yeah. You know, we're fucking gamers.
Even before this shit went down, I just called this Tuesday.
We're
Avoiding
gamers.
people at all
Fucking
costs
Tuesday.
and staying home, not wearing pants, and playing video games.
Go ahead and send us home.
Seriously.
Checkmate. You know?
Send us home. We'll stay home. We have plenty to do for months, years.
What?
Years.
I'll take care of that single ass.
In other news, Cyberpunk 2077 has been delayed until 2077.
Oh fuck! Well, I guess I better kill myself now because I don't know if I'm gonna live that long.
Take that, Robin. How old are you gonna be,
Oh.
man? He's not in here.
He's
No,
not, he's not even in
I don't
the chat.
blame him.
Oh man, you know it is
Oh,
what it
shit.
is. I have to
I
remind.
gotta figure out. I gotta find out how to homebrew this crap.
I can help you. I'll send you. Well, no, I already sent you the link. It
Yeah,
explains
he already
everything
sent
on
you the
there.
link.
The first thing you have to do is turn it on and make sure what version you have.
Wait,
The
you
guy
have to
said that
turn
the
it
last time
on
he turned it on was
first?
like
What?
last year.
Well, you
something.
might have no. Well, the thing is, when did the Wii stop updating anything? Because they shut the service off of that fucking years ago.
Years ago.
Fucking years ago,
years
but back
ago.
in my day,
Yeah, there, guy.
back in my day, the Wii.
Bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop, bop,
Yep.
bop, 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 bop,
I was like, why does that sound familiar? Okay, guys, we're out of here. Thank you very much for hanging out. We really appreciate it. And be safe and help your neighbors.
Yeah.
Peace, guys.